What is up, people? It is me, Monster58. Welcome back to another episode of Pikmin 2. Previously, we ended up going to the Valley of Repose and completing it in its entirety. We got all the above-ground treasures, and in the last couple of episodes, we have tackled the final dungeon there, the subterranean complex, getting an incredibly good upgrade, which essentially lights up underground dungeons. We also ended up raising up a ton of white and purple Pikmin, and in this part, we're going to head back to the Perplexing Pool and try and finish up everything there. I'm not going to promise that we are able to, but we're going to try and finish up as much as we can in the Perplexing Pool because we still have a good amount of stuff. Got 4 above ground treasures and 1 more dungeon, and one of these treasures in particular is an absolute jerk. So I think what we're going to do for Pikmin today, I don't think we'll really worry about, do we still need to do the gate is my question. I do not remember if we need to do the gate over here, because if we do, then we need yellow Pikmin again. Did we take down the gate over here? We did. Okay. So we more or less need blues, purples, and white Pikmin, I think, for this. Actually, I think we need anything but yellows, anything but reds, really. We don't really need red Pikmin today. So we're going to get out 40 blues. I'm not joking. We're going to get out 40 blues. We're going to get out, I think we're going to get out 20 whites. Maybe 20 purples. And then the rest of them can be yellows. Right, yellows. What we want to do, though, is get rid of a lot of sheer wigs. That's the first thing we absolutely want to get rid of. We gotta get rid of a lot of sheer wigs. We actually don't need red Pikmin at all today. We want a lot of blues. So we're going to... Where are the sheer wigs? They're literally, like, right here. Good. Okay. Get rid of those sheer wigs, then we're going to get rid of the ones over here as well. And we got to get rid of... Actually, we don't need to get rid of some other ones, but we're good to get rid of these ones. Good. Oh, no, no, no. No! I guess... it's not the... it's 1, right? I thought they got him. Ah, damn it. We have 58 purples now. That's not terrible, I guess, right? I don't like that, but what are you gonna do, I guess? That's completely my fault. I thought they killed it. I thought they were just about to kill him, so that's, again, that's my fault. Whatever. That's 1. Alright, is there more here? Yep, there is. We're not gonna be as stupid this time. We're gonna make sure they die. Okay. Now what we need to do is we need to come over here. We need to flower as many of these guys as we can. I don't think we really need to kill that Toady Bloister because there's nothing left here. We just want to use this to flower some Pikmin because that guy, the treasure, we got it already from him. Not really worried about it. Just going to try and flower up some Pikmin here. Come on. Okay, I got 1 tuft. There we go. Good. Okay, now we can get away from the Toady Bloister. Okay, so what we want to do is today, I'm going to probably split up our squad here of blues. We're going to want 20 of them to take care of this, and I think we want a good chunk of them also to carry back that treasure. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to grab our blues, and we're going to grab... Okay. Water Dumple's really annoying. Of course we lost the loop. What are you gonna do, I guess? That's not the worst thing in the world, but we're gonna have them take care of this. And then what we want the rest of them to do, I'm going to grab them, and we want to grab that treasure that is over there, because we need blues to carry that back. Alright, we will grab another blue with the president here. Oh yeah, there's ball bears here, I forgot. After day 10, I think, ball bear, you know, the little ones start appearing, and then eventually the big ones start appearing. Good. Good job. Okay. Now that that's all good, we can now carry this back to base without having to worry. Okay, now, we're gonna walk back and we're gonna have the president get that other treasure. Because the last treasure we need is behind that wall over there that these Pikmin are at. So we are going to do this, and then we are going to grab our yellows. Not our yellows and our whites, our yellows. Head over this way. We're gonna grab this last treasure here, and the frickin' these guys ate the birch and the spiderworts. Oh, come on! Stupid swooping snitch bug. Don't you dare. Die. Thank God, okay. We're just gonna do this. Or we could just maybe do this, I think. I think we can just do this, right? Okay, they got that treasure back to base. Very nice. One of the last few that we need. Tomato basil. Looks really good, actually. Tomato basil sauce is kind of goated. Or just tomato sauce in general is pretty goated. As I say, I hate tomatoes before. But we can walk over here, and then we can just chuck Pikmin at this. We should be good to go. They got that wall down, which is huge. Come on. Good job. Okay. We got pretty much most of the major treasures out of the way. I'm going to just escort them through this fiery blowhog. I'm going to get him to try and look at me. Look at me. Good. Look at me. Okay, good. Now those guys can walk back without being inhibited. We just wait for them to get back to base. We're going to grab one blue. Give them all to Olimar. And then we'll go from there. Yeah, the annoying thing is there's a stupid amount of water dumples there. That was really annoying. We give all these to Olimar, and then we will just grab these Pikmin back at base after. And then eventually we'll probably raise up a couple of Pikmin to make up for the fact that we lost the... Actually, wait, no. I think there's a couple more above ground treasures than this. Let me make sure. How many... So there's a treasure over here. I know that much. I want to make sure. Is there a treasure over here? Yes, it's right here. And it's buried, too. So what we need to do is we need to grab all these Pikmin. We need to take care of this Wollywog. Gotta wait for him to jump first. Got that treasure. Orange jam. Flavorgate. I wouldn't be a fan of that, I don't think. Good. Alrighty. We don't have to worry about that, guys. So what we want to do, very simply, grab Shucho, and grab our president here. We're going to grab our white Pikmin, and we want them to go behind this area here. That's why this area exists right behind. The main reason is so that we can chuck our white Pikmin on that ledge, which we're going to do here. White Pikmin, not our white Pikmin and one yellow. We're going to chuck them up here. We are going to have Olimar call them. Then they're going to dig it up. And then we are going to... So we're going to dismiss the leaves here. There's a skid relief there, but no one cares about that guy. Call them here. And then they should dig this up. I'll dig it up. It's a giant onion. Look at that. Then, call them all back. Then you want to chuck every white Pikmin back up. Then have the blues carry it back. Okay, very nice. And this is our final, well, one of our final treasures. The last one, we genuinely just need a lot of... Why are we carrying it through there? We really needed to... Really? And they're gonna eat... And that... Seriously? I'm really annoyed, actually, that that's the case. Man, we lost more blues today than I'd like to admit. That's really annoying, actually. Let's see. Because they're going to carry it back through there. I honestly thought that they were going to carry it through here because of the way that they were walking, but I guess not. So we have to take care of all those enemies over there because they're going to carry it right through a Toady Bloister and Wollywogs, and I don't want that to happen. That is really annoying, actually. Alright, the Toady Bloister should be easy. Alright. This. Okay, now we can grab all of these Pikmin and we can have them carry this this onion back to base. So it looks like we're not going to be able to get to the final dungeon today here in the Perplexing Pool. I was hoping that we'd get that chance, but unfortunately, given what's happened, yeah, that's not happening today. Let's get a... Carry that. Just gonna give them a pellet or two so that they can make up for the numbers that they lost today, which is really unfortunate. Okay. So yep, we will get everything but one treasure and finish up everything but one dungeon. But what I will tell you is that, especially when it comes to this final dungeon here in the Perplexing Pool, funnily enough, only blues can enter this dungeon. So you want a fair amount of blue Pikmin. I would recommend 75, 70 to 75 before you enter in there. You actually don't want to enter into that dungeon with 100 blue Pikmin, and you'll see why. There's an enemy that I've been sort of dodging because you haven't really had to explain it in its entirety yet. But you'll understand what I mean, why you want about 70 to 75. I'd say 75 is probably the more reasonable amount of Pikmin to have. Where are the blues that have the pellet? Okay, they're both there, okay. There's that, and then now there's the ones that have the pellet. Very nice, okay. But this area over here, I'll tell you, it's not really difficult. It's more just annoying. It's tedious because there are Crawmads over there, and the treasure is a weight puzzle. And obviously none of us really like weight puzzles. I think I might end up doing here, because we're so low on time. There's only 14 minutes. Onion Replica, by the way. We're so low on time. I might end up merging these two into one episode because it really isn't all that bad to get over there. We're only 14 minutes, and I feel bad if this is the only chunk of the episode. So we're just gonna grab these. Oh, is there a Pikmin? Oh, a white! Gotta make sure he doesn't get left behind. Good lord, that was terrifying. I'm glad. Good, okay. But yes, what I'll probably end up doing here is we're just gonna wait till this to go to 0. I'm gonna skip and we're just gonna cut until the next day again. Because I really don't feel like ending it here. We're only 15 minutes in. This kind of feels like a lame progression in this episode, so we're just gonna skip everything here, and I'll cut to us coming back here again. Alright, the main goal of today is mainly just to get into the dungeon. We will not start the dungeon, but like I said, 75, I think. Yeah, we'll do 75. 75 blues. This will be all we need today. I'm not even joking you. This is all we need today. Then what we'll do is we'll go and flower them once again. Another Toady Bloister. But we're going to flower as much of them as we can. because we need speed. Let's just say that much. Alrighty, so walk over here, and we are going to flower as many of these guys as we can. Alright, one of them. Good. Okay. So now we're going to head over to that area where it was all water. Now, I think there are Wollywogs that we have to take care of, but it's honestly, I don't think that's going to be as terrible. The main issue today is just getting back that stupid treasure that we're going to have to get back today. It's just a stupid weight puzzle, and I hate weight puzzles in Pikmin in general. I'm just not a fan. Oh, I guess there's one part of that wall that hasn't been taken down yet, but that's not too bad. Alright, I decided to really cut that fight out because it's not necessary. I'm going to kill this Skitterleaf. Don't need this guy. I decided to just cut that out because there's no point. And you're not carrying that back to base, idiot. Just going to take this down. Now, what I will say for this dungeon, despite my, me consistently talking about that this is equivalent in difficulty, in my opinion, to the Subterranean Complex, it's not as long. Come on. They got one segment, there's 75 of you. Please take it down. There we go. Alrighty, now that that's taken down, we got to take care of these crawmeds. And the Skitterleaf, too. Got to take care of these crawmeds, though. That's the main thing. Alright, there's a big one and a small... Oh, actually, they're the same size. Alright, swarm him. Kill that guy. Nice. Good job. And then we can bait this guy. And then swarm him. Okay. Of course, the last episode, or this episode's one... There's a withering blowhog over there, isn't there? Damn you, game. And of course, the stupid withering blowhog just cost us a couple of Pikmin. Screw off. Okay. That is so annoying. Now they're all leaves. I hate my life, man. That is so annoying. Lost 2 more blues today. The way this works, how many Pikmin does this need? That's the one thing I always forget how much this needs. I forget how many Pikmin this needs. I think it's 20. So what you need to do is essentially get a captain on here. Is it not gonna weigh it down in full? Okay, didn't get all of them, but we got most of them. So, I think we need to... Can I not walk on top of this? Is it this one? Yes, it's this one. Okay. So the way this works, we need to do this. I think it's 53. Let's do 53. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Then we need to do this. Then we need to call them all back. Wait, no, I'm stupid. We don't need to call. I hate this. Alright, there. Call these guys. Of course, and then they're all not. I hate what that does. No, Olimar, why did you... Oh my god, dude, There we go. Then we can walk with them here. And then we can... Come on. Like that. Then finally we can just do this. Or this. There we go. That's how this is supposed to go. Good lord. Alrighty, finally we can carry this all back to base. And now, there's nothing else to worry about here. What we'll do, because we lost a couple of Pikmin, we'll carry back a pellet. I think we should be good there. Alright, so they'll carry that back to base. So what I'm going to do to cut this out is we are going to just cut it entirely. So, I will meet you guys back at the entrance, back when the... okay, you're not going to get... I will cut, and I will meet you guys back at base. We will do the, we'll get a couple of Pikmin extra, flower what we can, and then I will meet you guys at the entrance to the base. We'll obviously show you what the treasure is called and everything like that, so. Alrighty, they have finally made it back here. Good lord. Massage girdle. Alright, I think that's one of the last screw type treasures that we have yet to do. We left a couple of Pikmin back towards the back towards where the dungeon is over here, but that's not bad. We can just pick them up. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and flower the remainder of these couple of Pikmin, like the small group that we have, and then we are going to be headed to our final dungeon in the Perplexing Pool. Alright, Abe. We weren't able to flower everybody, but it's not quite a big deal. Just gonna make our way back. Alrighty, guys. We are finally back. Almost the end of the day, but we're good to go. I told you it takes so long to get this frickin' treasure. But regardless, time to enter into our final dungeon in the Perplexing Pool. Like I told you, I'm warning you. This dungeon is equally difficult to the subterranean complex, not because of the particular boss of this dungeon, but because of the hazard of this dungeon. And it's really short. This is actually a 5-floor dungeon. It's half the length. But you'll understand why. Interesting. Deeper sections of this hole seem to be submerged in liquid. Sadly, I am a delicate piece of machinery that is sensitive to water. You two must go alone. Why do you look at me with such scornful expressions? I am an expensive machine. Fine, I'll go. But this wantonly reckless treatment of company property will be reported. Alrighty, folks. So, time to enter into one of the toughest dungeons, in my opinion, of this entire game. Everyone, welcome to the Submerged Castle. Would you look at that? Every single hazard, and you can only bring in blue Pikmin. We're in for a lovely ride, folks. Like I told you, there's a reason I want you to only enter in with about 70 to 75 blues. You'll see why. You're wondering how we're going to take care of those hazards? Well, we'll find out soon enough. But I think that's where we're going to end things off. Everyone, we were able to basically take care of all of the above ground treasures here in the Perplexing Pool, and we were able to enter into the final dungeon of the Perplexing Pool, a very tough dungeon called the Submerged Castle. So, next time on Pikmin 2, we'll be going through the entirety of the Submerged Castle more than likely, and finishing it off. So, I hope you guys look forward to that. So, I thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. Please like, comment, rate, and subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Also, follow me on the socials. Those will be linked in the description below. And with that, guys, and once again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this episode, and I'll catch you on the next one. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace.
High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You